Hello and welcome to this mini course, IP Strategy 101 for SMEs and Startups. My name is Maria Boicova-Wynants, an IP lawyer and IP strategy consultant in love with IP since 2004. In the upcoming lectures, I will unpack IP and IP strategy in simple terms, without legalese, and in total, under 100 minutes. This lecture series is available in audio and video format. Video format contains easy to follow visuals, so if you're listening to this as a podcast, head to my YouTube channel for a video version. This is lecture number 3, Understanding the Value of IP Strategy. If you missed the first lectures, I will include the links in the description. Are you ready? Let's go. Research shows that startups that secure patents and trademarks before their seed stage enjoy a significant advantage, being 10.2 times more likely to secure funding in a competitive landscape. But why is this the case? It's actually simple. By proactively securing patents and trademarks early on, startups showcase a dedication to safeguarding their innovations. It's not only that it reduces risks for investors, but it also signals the startup's long term viability, a crucial factor in attracting funding amidst stiff competition. IP rights are strategically important for preserving intellectual assets, particularly in sectors reliant on innovation. Startups armed with these rights are significantly more likely to secure early stage funding. You want to up your odds by 10 times, don't you? Investors favor startups with globally protected intellectual property, viewing it as a marker of scalability and market readiness. In essence, the research mentioned underscores the indispensable role of intellectual property rights for startups. They serve as gateways to financial backing and enduring success. So the message is, don't procrastinate. Ponder upon your intellectual property, protect what makes sense, and witness how it unfurls opportunities for funding and for a flourishing future. It's your early investment in intellectual property that can truly make the difference. Crafting a solid strategy is like tending to a delicate garden. You want to nurture the future of your business while navigating the twists and turns of the ever-changing landscape. And oh boy, it is ever-changing. Let's talk about the tried and true method for safeguarding your business. Blending a value-driven IP strategy with a business plan that's all about delivering value. Imagine your intellectual property becoming a superhero cape for your business, giving you that extra edge in the competitive arena. In today's crazy digital age, it's crucial to ask, how do we protect our future business with the right IP strategy? Now, you remember, right? Customers aren't just buying a product or service. They're always investing in the benefits that you offer. I told that already, and I will repeat it once again. It's only you who cares about your product. Your customers don't care about your product just for the sake of it. They care about the benefits this wonderful product of yours is going to bring them. That's what matters. And that's where your business model comes in, laying out who your customers are, what they want, and how do you plan to deliver it. So, what's the goal of a value driven IP strategy, you might ask? You see, it's like putting up legal guardrails to protect your unique customer benefits and keep your competitors at bay at the same time. When it comes to protecting your future plans, you need to cover all the bases: patents, trademarks, copyright, you name it. And it's not only about stopping copycats, it's also about preventing competitors from offering something just similar to yours. Perhaps not a comparable product, but a comparable customer benefit. Now, building up your IP arsenal can happen in a couple of ways. First, you can apply for the rights yourself, or second way is you can strike deals with others who already have them. Oh, and don't forget about figuring out where you need protection geographically. Here's where things get interesting. Unlike other strategies, IP rights allow you to say no to others, giving you a unique way to stay ahead. Plus, they stick around for a while, sometimes more than a decade. And for trademarks, even eternally if you keep on renewing them every 10 years. And this all gives you long term security. With a value driven IP strategy, it's all about picking and choosing what to protect based on what's truly valuable to your business. It's like having a tailored suit made just for you. No one else can quite fit in the same way. So let's sum it up. By focusing on what really matters to your customers, read to your business, and being strategic about how you protect it, you're setting yourself up for success down the road. Before I proceed with specifics, I would like to add a few words about the objectives of IP strategy. In the broader context, the objectives of IP strategy can be summarized into two dimensions. From the resources perspective, IP strategy aims to safeguard value creation, ensuring that your IP remains a valuable asset, your valuable asset. And second, exclusify those resources, maintaining a proprietary hold on the IP's utility so that you can actually extract money from it. And the second perspective is the market perspective. The objectives here are to strategically prevent competitors from encroaching on your territory, hence, secure your turf, actually. And second, enhance the willingness of consumers to pay a premium for your unique offerings. To get there, it's crucial to take IP seriously right from the outset and fully integrate it into strategic decisions at every stage of the process. Now, let's put this into the context of a hypothetical company. The potential specific goals for their IP strategy might include ensuring the presence of a robust asset for potential future investments, preventing competitors from replicating the company's core concepts, models, and ideas, safeguarding the long-term sustainability of the company's key value proposition. Is that an exhaustive list? Of course not. A lot will depend on the specific industry and particular business model of a company we're talking about. But you might still not be convinced, I guess. You see, IP strategy might sound like a big word, a scary one even, something for the big guys out there. But I assure you that big or small, it's irrelevant to think about which tools are at your disposal. IP is simply one of these tools. The way how you're going to use IP to create value is essentially what the big word strategy is all about. And this is relevant even for the solopreneurs. I often encounter entrepreneurs and businesses postponing the thoughts of diving into the realm of IP, deeming it a concern for a later date. But here's the truth. It will most likely be too late. Overlooking IP strategy now might lead to a cascade of challenges down the road. Preventable challenges. Imagine you've started a tech company, developing a revolutionary app that helps people manage their finances. Excited by the initial success and focused on growth, you might overlook the importance of securing patents or trademarks for your unique features and for your brand identity. You might consider that all you need for protecting your trade secrets is to make your potential partners sign an NDA, and then you're safe. However, as your app gains popularity, you start noticing similar apps popping up in the market, some of which seem to have copied your key functionalities. You see, without proper IP protections in place, you find yourself unable to stop these competitors from encroaching on your territory, diluting your market share, and potentially tarnishing your brand's reputation. Besides, consider the risks of unintentional IP infringements. Perhaps you unknowingly use a piece of code or design element that's protected by someone else's copyright or a method protected by a patent. Suddenly, you're faced with legal threats or demands for compensation, draining your resources and distracting you from focusing on your core business objectives. Overlooking IP strategy can lead to ambiguities and disputes in business relationships. For example, entering into partnerships or collaborations without clear agreements regarding IP ownership and usage rights can sow the seeds for future conflicts. You don't want to be spending your valuable time and energy navigating disagreements over who owns the rights to, for example, jointly developed innovations and how they can be commercialized, do you? In essence, the challenges arising from neglecting IP strategy are not only foreseeable, but also entirely preventable. By prioritizing IP considerations from the outset, businesses can safeguard their innovations, protect their market position, and avoid costly legal battles. After all, as the old adage goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Let me emphasize this once again. I'm saying it all the time already. IP strategy isn't a standalone entity. It's tightly intertwined with your business strategy. Think about these questions once again. What's your industry? What is your market? What's your unique selling proposition? Who are your competitors? And now, how can IP bring value to you? You see, these questions aren't just business jargon, they are building blocks of a robust IP strategy that can fortify your position, transforming your competitive advantage into something sustainable. Your business strategy always takes the lead. And your business strategy isn't just about today's profits, it's likewise about securing your future, right? That's where IP becomes your secret weapon. Erecting barriers, enhancing scale efficiencies, increasing switching costs, establishing closed standards, and controlling distribution channels. That's something that's probably for the big guys. You need a budget for that. However, even for the S part of the SMEs, having crystal clear contracts with precisely defined rights and responsibilities, among others regarding IP, makes perfect sense. And the contract template downloaded from the web is not going to give you this. Same as with the understanding of the IP risk exposure. This is equally relevant for the small companies as it is for the big ones. Even if you don't intend to engage in IP litigation trying to defend your own IP, you certainly don't want to be dragged into one because you violated someone else's IP. In other words, if you aspire to win the market, if you dream of a business that not only survives but thrives, pay attention to your IP strategy and equip your business with the tools to not just stay afloat, but to soar high above the competition. And do it as early as possible. Because your IP strategy, if done right, is your ticket to securing tomorrow's triumphs. An important point to always keep in mind is that IP has value. While if you don't concern yourself with securing your IP for yourself, with protecting your IP and leveraging your IP, you're simply leaving this value on the table for anyone to grab. On top of that, you expose yourself to potential violations of someone else's IP. Neither of that is what you want, right? This course is created based on the book Intellectual Property: The Key to Your Competitive Advantage and is recorded by its author, Maria Boicova-Wynants, in 2024. This was the third lecture of the series Intellectual Property Strategy without legalese and in under 100 minutes. Thank you very much for listening and see you at the next episode.